Hello guys, welcome back to my tutorial. Today I'm going to show you the mathematical operators on how to use them. I'm going to be teaching to you the adding, subtract, multiply, and dividing. In here I'm going to use the integer data type only in this example. In here I'm going to create the first two numbers, and then I'm going to create a variable for each mathematical operators. So let's say for number 1 is, let's just put num1, and we initialize it as number 5. And next is we're going to put in the num2, we just put it 10. In here we're just going to declare a new variable for the addition first. Let's say int add, just add, is equals to num1 plus num2. It's pretty easy, right? Next is we're going to put the subtract. Just put sub is equals to num1 minus num2. Next is we're going to create integer multiply. Just put mul num1 times num2. And last, we just put the divide. Div is equals to num1 divided by num2. And then we'll just display it in the print statement. System.out.print. You just put add, then plus, new line, then plus again to concat, this subtract, then plus again for the new line, then plus again for the multiplication, then plus new line, then plus division. And let's display it first. Here it's very easy. So num1 5, num2 10, 5 plus 10 15, 5 minus 10 negative 5, 5 times 10 50, 5 divided by 10 is 0 point something. Although you can't see the decimal because we already will just use the integer, not a double data type or float. In here it's a simplified. If you want to save some space, you just use this format, just by adding plus new line plus new line plus new line, and then putting the variables to display. Same as for the printf statement. So let's just put it on. But in the system that in the printf format, you can't use the variable to call unless you put %s. Let's say, let's just, it will result in an error because the variable in here in printf will be read as a string representation. Unless you put an exact number in here, the printf will read it as it is. So in here, we need to put the %s as a string because variables representing, even though it represented a different data types, which is the int, but in printf statement, variables calling in the arguments will be read as a string. So in here, we need to put 4%s in order to display the mathematical operators. So let's just put %s, the new line, %s, new line again, %s, and new line, %s. So in here, we just put add, comma, subtract, comma, multiply, comma, and divide. So save and run. So in here, it just display the same result. Although if you want to use the, or if you want to print it in the a different lines of code, you just put a system.out.println, system.out.println, and you just put add, just copy this, just put subtract, multiply, and divide. It will also display in the same format. But if you want to save space, I recommend that you use this just one line and you just concat it by adding the new line code, this which is the \n. Okay, so for the next tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to use the scanner.